let's talk about some underappreciated Disney animated characters. It's Jona. If you're new here, like I just said, my name is Jona. I upload pop culture and geeky-based content twice a week, so you can expect things like Disney, Broadway musical theater, Marvel, Star Wars, and so much more. So definitely subscribe if you are new, and hit the little bell so that you can be notified whenever I upload. I was a little hesitant about today's video because I feel like there are so many Disney animated characters that are underappreciated. So I'm super hesitant to make this because I feel like I'm missing people. I could probably make a part 2 of this video in the future because there are so many characters out there that deserve more of our love and more of our time and more of our recognition. Definitely let me know in the comments what some of your favorite underappreciated Disney characters are and if any of them are on this list. Like I said, there are so many and I feel like I'm missing somebody. I have this haunting feeling that I'm missing somebody and I don't know who it is. This is also not in any particular order, so the 11 that you see on this list are all equally amazing. The very first character that I thought of for this video is Phil from Hercules. Hercules is pretty popular amongst like the Disney community, but when you think of it, you don't always think of Phil first. I'm guilty of this. I often think of Meg or Hades or Hercules. But Phil is so important. Without Phil, would there even be a movie? Probably not. He's funny, he's sarcastic, his song is amazing. I've talked about it before, it's amazing. He is such a well-rounded character and he has such a good storyline and he makes stuff happen. Without him, if you took Phil out of Hercules, there would be no Hercules. Another character that I think is underappreciated, and I've actually thought he was underappreciated since I was very, very young, is the March Hare from Alice in Wonderland. Everybody always thinks of the Mad Hatter, but nobody thinks of the March Hare. I played the March Hare in a production of Alice in Wonderland, and that's when I realized everybody always thinks of the Mad Hatter. The March Hare is really funny. He has some of the really good lines. The Unbirthday song would be nothing without the March Hare's amazing vocals. So why don't people think of him? Him and the Dormouse. Like, Mad Hatter's not the only one at the Tea Party, people. The next two characters on my list go together, and they are Pacha's kids from The Emperor's New Groove. I bet some people don't even know their names. That's how underappreciated they are. Tipo and Chaka, I think they are hilarious, first of all. Second of all, they help distract Yzma and delay Yzma. So not only do they bring the comedy, but they also bring the helpfulness that our heroes need. The next character is Wasabi from Big Hero 6. I was going back and forth between Wasabi and Go-Go, but I'm gonna go with Wasabi because I feel like I relate to him more. If I'm being honest, it's because he's very relatable. Wasabi is so lovable, first of all. He's funny, he's lovable, he's really anxious, but he's anxious in like a very real way, and I totally relate to that. But honorable mention to Go-Go, who I also think is underappreciated compared to like Honey Lemon and Hero and even Fred. Next on this list is Jacques. Jacques from Cinderella. Everybody always thinks of Gus. Everyone loves Gus. But so many people overlook Jacques, and I've always loved Jacques, maybe more than Gus. I think it's because in Cinderella 2, I totally shipped him with Cinderella when he was human. Is that weird? I shipped them so hard. Jacques is such a hero. He's such a little trooper. He always has ideas, he's always one step ahead, and he loves Cinderella with all his heart, and it's beautiful. And I think Jacques deserves just as much love as Gus. The next character on my list is Pascal from Tangled. Pascal is basically responsible, well, he was helped a lot by her, but he's basically responsible for the demise of Mother Gothel. He trips her. So without him, what would have happened? I guess we would have seen Mother Gothel dissolve before our very eyes rather than dissolve in the air before she hits the ground, which is just a little much. So thank you, Pascal, for keeping it not so graphic. Also, Pascal is just so cool. He is such a good sidekick. He's such a good friend to Rapunzel. He just gets her. I love Pascal. And oh my gosh, the Tangled series, the episode where Pascal ran away back to the tower and I was emotional. Oh, the Tangled series is so good. If you haven't seen it, you need to see it because it's awesome. But oh my gosh, Pascal, what a good dude. Next up is Carpet from Aladdin. The magic carpet. Carpet, our friend the carpet. He is funny. He doesn't get enough credit for being funny. There are so many moments just flashing by in my head of the carpet and like all of his great funny moments. And without him, well, I don't really want to think about what would have happened to Aladdin. This next one is someone who has been getting a lot of love on social media lately, which is fantastic, but I also had to include her on this list because I feel like the general public overlooks her. I'm talking about Nani from Lilo and Stitch. Nani, our hero. Nani is incredible. Her strength is like indescribable. She is super real, and I think that's the connection that a lot of people find with her because she is so realistic. She is just beyond words incredible. The fact that she is like raising her little sister at such a young age, that is just crazy. She works so hard, and she doesn't like talk down to Lilo. She levels with her, she gets her. And all the stress she's under, it's unreal. Nani is the real OG. She is fantastic, and she deserves so much more than she gets. I would love a standalone Nani movie. I would watch that 100%. I would be first in the theater. Oh, she is so great. I could talk about her for hours. Next on my list is Abby Mallard from Chicken Little. Chicken Little might not be the most standout movie, but Abby Mallard is a pretty great character. First of all, she sings Wannabe. Second of all, her whole thing about closure, I love it. She would be a great life coach, and she basically is for Chicken Little. She drives a lot of that movie. She is in the driver's seat for sure. And I honestly just think she's a great character. Next are Pain and Panic from Hercules. I was debating whether they should be on this list or not because I feel like people generally appreciate them, but at the same time also don't appreciate them. They're hilarious, they're great sidekicks, they have great one-liners. They're just all around awesome, and I've always loved Pain and Panic since I was super young. And I just want more Pain and Panic all of the time. I want Pain and Panic merch. I want Pain and Panic character meet and greets. I want Pain and Panic the TV series. I want Pain and Panic to be the stars that they are meant to be. And last but certainly not least is Wiggins from Pocahontas. Good old Wiggins and his little one-liners that you don't really notice. But then when you think about them, you're like, that was great. Like the line where Radcliffe says, let's give him a proper English welcome, and Wiggins is like, gift baskets? Or the part where Radcliffe was like, oh, why are they being so hostile towards us? And Wiggins is like, maybe because we took their land, chopped down their trees. Wiggins! I feel like Wiggins has so much more to him. We need a Wiggins movie. I want to know his backstory. I want to know what makes him tick. Who are you, Wiggins? So those are some of my favorite Disney underappreciated characters. I didn't include Pixar, and I didn't include like Star Wars or Disney Channel or Marvel. Those will all be videos in the future. This is just Disney animated characters. And like I said, there are so many more Disney characters that could have made it on this list, so maybe I'll make a part 2. I love you all. Stay beautiful, you people. Bye!